Today might be my last day. I know that sounds heavy, maybe even frightening to some, but I've learned to smile at the thought. I only started truly living, breathing with my soul, when I finally understood everything ends. For decades, I woke up as if I were in a race against a clock I could never beat. Today, before my feet even touch the floor, I make a pact with the present.
We are arrogant with time. We live as if we have infinite credit in a bank account that never hits zero. We save the hug for the holidays, the forgiveness for next year, and our presents for when our career is finally stable. I was that man. I told my son, I'll play with you later, as if tomorrow were a guarantee signed by God. I treated my wife like part of the furniture, something that would always be there, no matter how I treated her. I was busy collecting gold coins while losing diamonds of moments. At 57, my world collapsed on an ordinary night. I had come home exhausted, with that bitter fatigue of someone who sells their soul to work and thinks he's a hero just for paying the bills. That night, we had a stupid fight over a schedule, a misplaced word. I used my authority like a shield to hide my lack of patience. I watched the light in my son's eyes go out and saw my wife's silence turn into a concrete wall. I went to sleep being right, but being right is the coldest companion you can have in a bed empty of affection. The heart attack wasn't just an event, it was a revelation. On the cold floor of that bathroom, time stopped being a concept and became a countdown. There, as I gasped for the air that kept escaping me, I didn't see my bank account. I didn't see my career trophies. I saw my family's faces and the agony of knowing that the last thing I had given them was my worst version. The fear of death was nothing compared to the fear of regret. I begged for 1 minute, not a year, not a decade, just 1 minute to say, I'm sorry. Look around and realize how many useless battles you've been fighting. I see people losing their peace over being cut off in traffic, screaming inside their cars as if that could change the fate of the world. I've seen people get upset in grocery store lines, ruining their own day over minutes that will never return. I used to be that man, letting my blood boil over small things, never understanding that every second of anger is a second of life you steal from yourself. Stress is a poison you drink hoping the other person dies, but it only corrodes your own heart, preparing the ground for that cold floor I once laid on. Don't get upset over nothing. Life is a breath too short to be wasted on what is irrelevant. If you knew the value of one painless sigh, you wouldn't waste your breath arguing over trifles. Learn to ignore the offense, let the provocation pass, and smile when the world tries to rattle you. When you choose not to stress over what is small, you save your energy for what is big: love, faith, and peace of mind. At the end of the journey, no one regrets not screaming louder in traffic. We regret not having the wisdom to be light while we still had time. The miracle wasn't just my heart beating again in the hospital. The miracle was my soul waking up. When the doctor said I survived by a hair, I understood that death doesn't give a warning. It simply freezes who you were in that final second. If I had passed then, I would have been remembered for my pride. I decided right then that I would never let the sun set on a grudge again. Life is too short to be spent on silent treatments and inflated egos. Today, when I look at my wrinkled, 95-year-old hands, I don't just see the time that passed, I see the chances I took. I've learned that a man's success isn't measured by what he leaves in a will, but by the void he leaves in the hearts of those who remain. I kiss my wife today with the same urgency as the first day. I listen to my son, now a man, with the attention of someone who knows every word is a gift. I don't wait for special dates to be happy anymore. Breakfast on a plain Tuesday is my royal banquet. True old age isn't the wrinkles on your face, it's the dust on the soul of someone who has given up on feeling. It's living on autopilot, thinking tomorrow is a right, when it is actually a divine concession. So I offer you this invitation now while you still have breath in your lungs. Don't wait for a scare in your heart to value the person holding your hand. Don't wait for a diagnosis to start living. Time is a harsh master that doesn't accept returns. If today was your last sunset, would you be satisfied with the story you've written? Do the people you love know beyond a shadow of a doubt how much they matter? What are you keeping in a drawer waiting for the right moment? The right moment is now, because later is a land that many never get to visit. Live in such a way that when the end comes, you aren't afraid to leave, but rather have the peace of someone who is truly present while they were here. I want to ask you, if today was your last day, what is the one thing you would regret not saying? Write it down in the comments. Don't leave it for later.